Here's a summary of Revelation 8, the first four trumpets. The seventh seal is finally opened, and there's silence in heaven for about half an hour, a dramatic pause like the quiet before a big storm. Then 7 angels are given trumpets. Another angel offers incense, symbolizing the prayers of God's people before God, and those prayers rise up like smoke. As each trumpet sounds, disasters strike the earth. First trumpet, hail and fire mixed with blood burn up a third of the earth's trees and grass. Second trumpet, something like a huge mountain falls into the sea, turning a third of it to blood, killing sea creatures and sinking ships. Third trumpet, a star called wormwood falls, making a third of rivers bitter, and many people die from the water. Fourth trumpet, a third of the sun, moon and stars are darkened, so there's less light day and night. At the end, an eagle cries out that even worse things are coming with the next 3 trumpets. The seventh seal and the golden censer. Revelation chapter 8 reads, "When the Lamb opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven for about half an hour. Then I saw the 7 angels who stand before God, and 7 trumpets were given to them. And another angel came and stood at the altar with a golden censer, and he was given much incense to offer with the prayers of all the saints on the golden altar before the throne. And the smoke of the incense with the prayers of the saints rose before God from the hand of the angel. Then the angel took the censer and filled it with fire from the altar and threw it on the earth, and there were peals of thunder, rumblings, flashes of lightning, and an earthquake. Now the 7 angels who had the 7 trumpets prepared to blow them. The first angel blew his trumpet, and there followed hail and fire, mixed with blood, and these were thrown upon the earth. And a third of the earth was burned up, and a third of the trees were burned up, and all green grass was burned up. The second angel blew his trumpet, and something like a great mountain, burning with fire, was thrown into the sea, and a third of the sea became blood. A third of the living creatures in the sea died, and a third of the ships were destroyed. The third angel blew his trumpet, and a great star fell from heaven, blazing like a torch, and it fell on a third of the rivers and on the springs of water. The name of the star is Wormwood. A third of the waters became wormwood, and many people died from the water because it had been made bitter. The fourth angel blew his trumpet, and a third of the sun was struck, and a third of the moon, and a third of the stars, so that a third of their light might be darkened. And a third of the day might be kept from shining, and likewise a third of the night. Then I looked, and I heard an eagle crying with a loud voice as it flew directly overhead, "Woe, woe, woe to those who dwell on the earth at the blasts of the other trumpets that the 3 angels are about to blow." The takeaway: these trumpets remind us that the earth itself is fragile, and God sometimes allows disasters to shake us awake. It's like alarms going off to remind people to turn back to Him. The summary of Revelation 9, the 5th and 6th trumpets. Now things get really intense. 5th trumpet, a star, symbolic of an angel, falls from heaven with the key to the abyss. When it's opened, smoke pours out, and strange locust-like creatures come, tormenting people who don't have God's seal on their foreheads. The pain is so bad, people wish for death, but it doesn't come. The leader of these creatures is called Abaddon, meaning destroyer. 6th trumpet. 4 powerful angels are released, leading an army of 200 million horsemen. They bring massive destruction, killing a third of humanity with fire, smoke and sulfur. But here's the shocking part. Even after all this, people still refuse to repent. They keep worshipping idols and living in violence, sin and corruption. And the 5th angel blew his trumpet, and I saw a star fallen from heaven to earth, and he was given the key to the shaft of the bottomless pit. He opened the shaft of the bottomless pit, and from the shaft rose smoke like the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened with the smoke from the shaft. Then from the smoke came locusts on the earth, and they were given power like the power of scorpions of the earth. They were told not to harm the grass of the earth or any green plant or any tree, but only those people who do not have the seal of God on their foreheads. They were allowed to torment them for 5 months, but not to kill them. And their torment was like the torment of a scorpion when it stings someone. And in those days people will seek death and will not find it. They will long to die, but death will flee from them. In appearance, the locusts were like horses prepared for battle. On their heads were what looked like crowns of gold. Their faces were like human faces, their hair like women's hair, and their teeth like lions' teeth. They had breastplates like breastplates of iron, and the noise of their wings was like the noise of many chariots with horses rushing into battle. They have tails and stings like scorpions, and their power to hurt people for 5 months is in their tails. They have as king over them the angel of the bottomless pit. His name in Hebrew is Abaddon, and in Greek he is called Apollyon. The first woe has passed. Behold, 2 woes are still to come. Then the 6th angel blew his trumpet, and I heard a voice from the 4 horns of the golden altar before God, saying to the 6th angel who had the trumpet, "Release the 4 angels who are bound at the great river Euphrates." So the 4 angels who had been prepared for the hour, the day, the month, and the year were released to kill 1/3 of mankind. The number of mounted troops was twice 10,000 times 10,000. I heard their number. And this is how I saw the horses in my vision, and those who rode them. They wore breastplates the color of fire, and of sapphire, and of sulfur, and the heads of the horses were like lions' heads, and fire and smoke and sulfur came out of their mouths. By these 3 plagues 1/3 of mankind was killed, by the fire and smoke and sulfur coming out of their mouths. For the power of the horses is in their mouths and in their tails, for their tails are like serpents with heads, and by means of them they wound. The rest of mankind who were not killed by these plagues did not repent of the works of their hands, nor give up worshipping demons and idols of gold and silver and bronze and stone and wood, which cannot see or hear or walk, nor did they repent of their murders or their sorceries or their sexual immorality or their thefts. The takeaway. These chapters show that no matter how big the warning signs are, some people will refuse to change. It's like when life gives someone wake-up call after wake-up call, but they ignore it. God's judgment is serious, but his goal is always to bring people back to him. The big picture of Revelation 8:9, God responds to the prayers of his people. Trumpets are wake-up calls to warn the world of judgment. Even through chaos, God protects those who belong to him. The sad reality, some hearts stay hard even when God is calling them to repent.